Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is Monday Motivation. Today, it's fall, so let's rinse and see what we can release. We're going to get started in downward facing dog. Come onto your mat and join me. Come onto your mat. Come on into your downward facing dog, or you can get started in child's pose if that works better. Whether it's downward dog or child's pose, you can set your gaze or close your eyes. Set your foundation, your hands, your feet. Really feel the parts of your body that connect down to the ground. And start to feel your breath. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale, fill up. As you exhale, release your breath. And if you want to add a little bit of movement here, you can. Maybe walk out your dog or move your head or your hips around. It's a short practice, but you don't have to rush it. And if you do feel like there's stuff that you want to release, you don't have to rush that either. Give yourself a little space. Give yourself a little time. Give yourself this time, this space. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And then walk your feet closer to your hands, but take them wide, outer edges of your mat. Here, take your right hand towards the outside of your left ankle, a little bit of a twist. Your hand doesn't have to make it to the ankle, maybe it's higher on your leg. As you come into the twist, you can maybe take a peek under your left arm. Just a little bit of a rinse here. Heels can soften towards the ground. Toes can soften. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And then bring your right hand back. And you guessed it, switch sides. Left hand towards the outside of the right leg. Just gently, gently drawing your chest closer to your legs. With your right hand pressed down and away so you keep that lift out of your wrists and your shoulder. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. Bring your left hand back and come on back to your downward facing dog. Take a long inhale here. Open your mouth, release. Another big breath in. As you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front of your mat. Set your feet and rise to stand. Come all the way up. Hands reach high. You can lift up, look up, even go back. A big breath in. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes. You can set an intention for your practice today if you like. And together, let's take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. On your inhale, sweep up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift. Flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. From here, move forward halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. You can drop your knees if that works. Inhaling, upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog or add in a child's pose. And you can really add in any variations that work for you, for your body today. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, rise up. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Forward and down. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. Just loosening it up a bit with some sun salutations so that we can potentially rinse out and release anything we don't need right here, right now. Another big breath in. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale all the way up to stand. Hands high, heart lifts. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale, forward and down, elbows in, upward dog. Still moving forward, lead with your heart. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Extend your right leg up to the sky. Come on forward to your high push-up. Draw your knee into your chest. Shoulders track over wrists. You can tuck in nose, forehead to meet the knee. Strong core. Up and back to your three-legged dog. Now, crescent lunge. Right foot steps up. Left heel lifted, rise up. Right foot is a little to your right for stability. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale. And twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. You can keep your back knee lifted or you can drop it down. Lengthening through your spine. Grounding through your feet. Lengthening through your spine. And then, with your breath, rinsing out. One breath at a time. Hands can stay together. They can open up. You can work with your left hand under your left shoulder or your left hand on the outside of the right leg. Right, a long inhale. Right here as you exhale, rinse and release. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. On your next inhale, come up and around to your warrior two. Spin your back foot flat, straighten your front leg, pivot your toes to face the side edge of your mat. Even out your toes. They can be parallel or pigeon-toed. And then interlace your fingers at your low back, maybe a towel or strap between your hands. Knuckles drop down, shoulders roll back, heart lifts, a big inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Nice shoulder rinse here, or a good opportunity to rinse your shoulders. Maybe there's a little resistance, maybe there's a lot of resistance. Whatever you encounter, meet it with breath. A big breath in and a long breath out. And it might just be releasing, right, some of the tension that comes up using your breath. A big breath in and a long breath out. Once more, big inhale here. And as you exhale, release your hands down. Hands under your shoulders, come halfway up. Start to walk your hands towards the back edge of your mat. Pivot around. Left toes point to the back. Come to the ball of your right foot. Bring both hands to the inside of your left foot, setting up for your lizard. You can walk your left foot a little more forward, maybe out to the left. You can stay up on your hands. Come down to your forearms. Back knee can stay lifted, or you can drop it down for a little more support. Opening up the hips, potentially releasing any tension, any stuff that's built up. Fall's a good time. Anytime really is a good time to release the stuff that you don't need. But in the transition of the seasons, leaves falling from the trees. Some of them hang on, but most of them just fall when they're ready. So likewise, stuff that maybe you've been carrying around with you, right? Recognizing that you don't need it right now, it doesn't serve you, and you can allow yourself to release it. Maybe it's just for a breath, maybe it's for this practice, maybe release it, right? And move on. Take a big breath in, and a long breath out. If you're on your forearms, come back up to your hands. Set your hands so you can step your left foot back to meet the right. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth. Empty out. Nice release of your jaw. Take another big breath in. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up. Lift and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Extend your left leg to the sky. Come forward to your high push-up. Draw your knee into your chest. Shoulders track over wrists. Right leg is active as your left knee pulls in and up. Up and back to your three-legged dog. Now crescent lunge. Left foot steps up. Right heel stays lifted. Rise up. A little bit of space right to left between your feet. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale and twist to your left. Right elbow now towards the outside of your left leg. You can use this press of your hands, this connection of your hands together to gently Tap into the length of your spine. Lift your chest, let your heart lift. Hands can stay together or open up. Again, you might work with your right hand under your right shoulder or the arm on the outside of the leg. Right, rinsing out, releasing the stuff that comes up so your heart can lift, so you can lighten up, feel where you are, enjoy where you are. A big breath in, and a long breath out. Breathe in, and breathe out. On your next inhale, come up and around to your warrior two. Straighten your left leg, pivot your toes to the side. Again, evening out your feet. They're parallel or pigeon-toed, interlacing your fingers at your low back. So this time, opposite thumb on top. The non-habitual way you interlace your fingers. And you can use a towel or a strap between your hands for a little bit of space. Lift on your inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward. Again, tapping into the shoulder rinse. Steady foundation, intentional foundation. That's part of what allows you to rinse and release. And it can be as simple as just that random thought that pops up, maybe keeps popping up. You notice it. You don't have to attach to it. Release it with your breath. A big breath in. And a big breath out. Here, hands come down to your mat. Hands under your shoulders, halfway up. Pivot around towards the front edge of your mat. Right toes will point to the front. You'll come to the ball of your back foot. Setting up for your lizard on this side. You can walk your right foot a little to the right. Maybe forward. Hands on the inside of the foot. You can stay here. If you have room, coming down onto your forearms. Sometimes a block under your forearms is nice. Just a little bit of lift. This whole practice, really. A little bit of lift as we move our bodies and move our breath and move energy. And absolutely rinse out the stuff that's stale and stagnant. Release what we don't need. Move forward in our day, in our life, refreshed. Take a deep breath in. Then a long breath out. Here you might notice if you are hanging on with your fingers or your toes, you can release some of the tension there. Back knee lifted or lowered. Engage and integrate your back leg. And then soften your shoulders. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, big inhale. And a big exhale. Coming back up to your hands, setting your hands so you can step your right foot back, high push up, forward and down, low push up, upward dog. Take a big breath in, downward dog, breath out. Take a long inhale. Go ahead, open your mouth, release. One more big breath in, exhale, walk or jump to the front, halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold, inhale, rise up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. Release. Come on down into your child's pose. Knees down. Head down. And feel your body. Feel your breath. Take a couple of breaths here. Feel the space that you have created for yourself in releasing some of that stuff that you don't need. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out, and feeling that whatever comes up, anything that comes back as you move through your day, just by tuning into your breath, you have the opportunity to release again. Once more together, let's take a big inhale. And a big exhale. And you can take your time here before you move on with the rest of your day. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. This is a pretty short practice. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and if you're looking for a longer practice, be sure to check out my Patreon or my Studio Sanctuary Power Yoga. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.